my little leopard thingy on. She cute. Ah, do you hear what I hear? A sound, healing all the vibes. Let me heal your heart with divine light. Hi, collective. Good morning. I love you so much. I love you so freaking much. I can't even believe how much I could possibly love you. I am so in love with you. I think you're doing a fantastic job. I think that you're doing the best you can do in your circumstances, and all you can do is that. And that is exactly what you should be doing. Finding joy in all situations. We teach you that on Spirit News on Spotify, on our podcast. My name is Patience, your favorite psychic spirit medium host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physical energy through our own experiences with my very own spirit team, the Guild of the Golden Triangle, Mish Maribel Mantis. We are here together always. I am building a relationship with them every day, talking to them in every way. I love them so much. They are my ancestors. They are my angels. They are my spirit guides. They're beings of love and light, loved ones, God, ascended masters, all of that, here with you, bringing forward higher perspectives of linear views, spirit news. We use this platform, YouTube, to do psychic development. I am a childhood psychic that is developing her childhood psychic gift that I was born with starting 4 years ago. Probably, Spirit says. We have the necrometer here to get electromagnetic frequency from our spirit guides to help us give the messages that God wants. The Oracle number 36 of the High Divine White Order. I've cleared my field to 144,000 hertz. I'm doing the work. I'm meditating. I'm eating right. I'm finding joy. I'm transmuting. I'm things. And I'm choosing life. Doing that. Here to be of service to the collective, here to help collective with messages to help us understand ourselves, to help us understand emotions, to help us find alignment, to go from the head to the heart. And if you want to know more about that on a metaphysical level, we do that on Spirit News on Spotify, the podcast. We talk about these things on a more metaphysical level. If you're interested in that, our latest episode was Who Am I? Who am I versus who I am to become, which was an excellent episode. We also have one about sex and energy. These are all channeled messages, so they are not directly from me. They are channeled messages from my guides, from higher guidance to the collective to help us understand ourselves and to help us understand this time we're going in. We hope that it helps you in any way. Expeditiously, Spirit says. We are Spirit said criticism. Okay, we could have somebody who's overly critical. I don't know. We'll see. I've cleared the energy. I've prayed. I'm here for my 3 wishes. Well, be careful what you wish for. If you think you only have 3 wishes, then you're in a limited mindset because the universe is an abundant universe and all wishes can be granted. Hello! So let's see what we have here. I'm gonna do a prayer, I think. I like starting with a prayer. We'll do a little office of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Mary was an ascended master. Okay, Mary Magdalene was an ascended master. Jesus was an ascended master. Let's see what they got to say. O Lord our God, you are worthy to receive glory and honor and power. For you have created all things, by your will they came to be and were made. Worthy are you, O Lord, to receive the scroll and break open its seals. For you were slain. With blood you purchased for God men of every race and tongue, of every people and nation. You made of them a kingdom and priests to serve our God, and they shall reign on the earth. Worthy is the Lamb that was slain to receive power and riches, wisdom and strength, honor and glory and praise. You know what just popped in my head? Hello, happy Mother's Day to all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Peace, love, and wisdom to you. Pass. Spirit said pass. Okay, thank you. So I just got into my head something I've been learning through Manly P. Hall. I've been listening to the audiobook Initiates of the Flame from Manly P. Hall, and it's talking about spiritual initiation and what that means, and how it's not even a physical thing that happens, but in our world, in our society, we have come, or some people have claimed that spiritual inheritance is something physical. So they talk about Shambhala, Shangri-La, the city of El Dorado, city of gold, and those are all, and there's more of them. Those are the ones I can think of. But those stories of those places were made to be physical places by humans over time, when really they weren't physical at all, they were spiritual. They were representations of reaching a certain level of ascension. And this just reminded me of that when it said you made of them a kingdom. Worthy is the lamb that was slain to receive power and riches. So over time, when we went through our descension, Earth goes through ascensions and descensions like this: a golden age, silver age, bronze age, dark age, and we ascend or descend. We ascend or descend in our consciousness, and we're right now ascending into a golden age because we're coming out of a dark age, and people in the dark ages have taken this spiritual concept of raising your consciousness to a golden level of awareness that would be symbolic of Shangri-La, Shambhala, all of that, the city of El Dorado, the golden city. And it was never physical. And so I'm getting that, and Spirit said criticism before. So I'm getting that someone here may have thought that being spiritual. Demonstrability. Death. What is this word? Is it demonstrating? Or is it demonstrability? I don't know what that word is. Follower. The Zaza got me ascending into the weed age. So it's all about coming back to God and your non-physicalness and your divine energy. We're all divine, unconditional extensions of source, having a human experience, having a physical experience, and the whole goal of having a physical experience is to turn thoughts into things, because we thought it would be fun as co-creators of the universe, as extensions of source energy, non-physical energy, unconditional love. And so when we come into a physical body, it may take many times for us to come back to our divineness and to inherit our spiritual inheritance, which is divinely a right that all of us have, that all of us are privileged to, if we choose to go there. But what is happening, or what I think may be happening, and I'm saying this for the data before we continue to read for my psychic development, I think what we'll be talking about is somebody in the mist. Yeah, somebody who has distorted spiritual practices in order to gain money, or they think their spiritual inheritance is monetary or related to gold, like actual gold. So what can we do right now? Oh, I love that. Yes, Spirit always says that. What can we do right now? How do you feel right now? And so I think that's what we're going to be talking about. Somebody who could possibly be overcritical, someone who thought they were going to receive power and riches, wisdom and strength, honor and glory and praise. But this says, our Lord, our God, you are worthy to receive glory, honor, and praise. So it's really, to reach Shambhala, to reach Shangri-La, the city of El Dorado, in order to ascend to those levels of consciousness, of golden, divine white light consciousness, to be a divine being, you have to honor your creator. You have to honor the creator within yourself. You have to want to use those attributes and find those attributes within yourself, because God is holy, divine white light, is pure unconditional love. If you are operating in any kind of spirituality where your intention or your goal is not to be of service, not to be kind, but for any self gratification desires, then you're not really going to reach Shambhala. You're going to descend. That's a descension, confirmation. Because God is omnipotent. God is pure love. Deliberately. If you're not deliberately choosing kindness, deliberately choosing love, deliberately choosing to take the high road, if you're matching people's energy where they're at and seeking revenge or being envious or jealous, those are the type of things, the 1111, that keep you from Shambhala. Okay? So let's see. Let me drink some coffee. I think we're all in hell. Well, Spirit has told me, and this is just my own guides, what my spirits tell me, is that we create our own hell. Hell is a perception. Hell is how we perceive things, how our attitude is towards things. Because if there's hell, then there's heaven. So you can consciously and deliberately choose which one you're going to focus on, which one you're going to give your energy to, and where your focus goes, your energy goes. And so once, oh, thank you, Sam. Sun, thank you, Sun, Spirit said Sun. So if you feel this is hell, then just by pure law of opposites, which you talk about on TikTok, there will be heaven. And you get to choose through free will which one you focus on. And people are like, well, bad things are happening all around us. That's true, but there's also good things happening around us. And it is our choice what we choose to focus on. And what you choose to focus on will be what you experience. So even if there's bad things going on in other people's reality, in your own individual experience here as a non-physical entity having a human experience, you can choose which one you're going to focus on, and you will choose whatever one you're choosing the most will be what the one that you experience the most. So just from context, yeah, exactly. All right, I grabbed these cards. I never grab these cards, so I guess I'm just gonna, guess I'm doing it. I guess I'm doing it. Being positive is a way forward. And, you know, some people might say, oh, toxic positivity. And it's not about being positive all the time and like being that annoying person that's always positive. It's about being aware that you can choose at any point in time, and that it's always going like this. So it's about a balance of being in both. It's about a balance. You're never going to be one or the other in a physical form, but your non-physical energy is pure unconditional love. That is your true state. And so in a physical form, you will be dancing, doing a delicate dance between density, doing a dance between photonic energy and wave energy, density and vibration. And you're essentially a vibrational being. So you can acknowledge negativity, and then in that moment you choose, you know what, okay, well, I understand that this is happening to me now and it's not good, but this is also happening, and to focus on what you want and not what you don't want. That's my understanding of it. And through my experience, by following what Spirit has guided me through this lesson, everything always good happens for me. I've changed the way I speak to myself. I've become a master manifester, and my manifestations happen on micro levels and macro levels, and it's really beautiful. We document it all on TikTok. We have documented everything, everything that good happens to us, everything that happens to us that's for a lesson. We've documented it all. All right. Clear belief systems. You are sleeping. Clear belief. I told you this person, clear belief systems. You're sleeping. This person has a false distortion of what spirituality is. Spirituality is not to bring you riches or fame. Spiritual. I love you too. Spirituality. Oh my gosh, Jesus probably does make awesome tacos. So this person needs to clear their belief systems because they're wrong. Spirit said they're wrong. They they have a belief system that their spirituality is correct in the way that they operate, but really in the operation of their spirituality, they're actually descending. They're living in their density with belief systems operating out of their density. They're dense. They're dense. Potential, opportunity, new beginnings. Potential, opportunity, new beginnings. It's not about winning, but I told you this person is in some kind of competition with some kind of new beginning or opportunity. They have, this person has a belief system, and a belief is just a thought you keep thinking. It doesn't mean it's true for everyone else, and doesn't mean it's true outside of this universe. That they're in some kind of competition when it comes to some kind of opportunity that they know about. A spirit bath. Someone here needs a spirit bath, or this person needs a spirit bath. They could have 90. They could have some kind of negative energy attachment that's causing them to have distorted belief systems about an opportunity that they're competitive about. They might not see that they're treating it as a competition. You reap what you sow. Yes. This person is unable to see that when it comes to a potential new beginning or an opportunity that could be quite, you know, abundant for them, they're walking into it or operating in it as if it's a competition. It's not about winning, but and you just can't do that because when you're in competition, what you're saying to the universe is that I don't have it, because in competition there has to be a winner and a loser. So, and if they're in competition, that means there's someone else who has the same opportunity or new beginning or potential. And if you're competing against someone in the same field for the same goals, and you want to be a winner, you want to win over them, you want to conquer them, you want to be better than them, what you're saying is that you're not, that you lack. So it immediately puts you in a lack state of mind. Okay? Yeah, whoever they're coming up against is highly blessed and favored. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Spirit. I am highly blessed, highly favored. I'm happy right where I'm at and have everything I need, and everything works out for me. Oh, Mantis is here. I got my Mantis spirit here. Mantis is not an actual mantis. Mantis is one of my spirit guides who's an archetype. An archetype is just a symbol of a overarching energy. But in this case, spirit said manipulate and threatening. Yeah, often mantises in society, like if you look up mantis beings, they get a bad rap because, like, a lot of abductees, yeah, a lot of abductees will claim that I will tap on something. Thank you, sir. We'll see them in a negative atmosphere, and so they automatically assume that they're bad, but they're really like overseers, and they could be they what mantis beings do is they're an energy. They're a very high dimensional energy, 12th dimension. They are masters of color and frequency and sound, and they're overseers. What I understand is that they're overseers, so they will, like, if a lot of times they get seen in abduction scenarios where they're in a corner, like it looks like they're watching, and they look like mantis beings because of the way their energy is perceived by thought, but they're not an actual like mantis like insect. Okay, they just kind of look that way. So your mind, when you're an abductee and you see an energy like that, your mind is trying to make sense of it, and it will just default to that. So they've been known as the mantids. So they get a bad rap as being aggressive, threatening, or manipulating because when you get abducted, you get very scared, and so you're in a very fear-based kind of mentality, and so they think that mantises are scary, but really they're overseers. They are there in that moment to make sure that everything goes according to the laws of the universe. So they're actually there protecting the abductee. The abductee usually has in another in etheric form has given permission to be abducted. There are times when it's not, and that's when, the mantids will come in and kind of correct that. But most of the time, if they're watching in a corner with an, just observing, it's because they're protecting the abductee from anything happening outside of free will. Okay? So I don't know why that's coming up right now. Maybe mantids just wanted to get that out of the way. They're not aggressive, they're not threatening, they're not manipulative. They're actually one of the most high vibrational loving creatures or energies that I've ever encountered in my life. I actually put up a photo of my mantis energy guide that is by when I was pregnant. I was by a tree, and you can see the form of the energy of a mantis, and that's why it looks kind of like a mantis, but it's not. She's by my hand, and we put that on our YouTube on our community board. You can take a look at that. Yeah, spirit can see you. Of course they can.
Prescribing.
Proscribing.
Modulate.
Modulate. Okay, so I have sign a lease for apartment. Spirit just said modulate because I was like, what does this have to do with anything? So someone has signed something. Someone has, and we were just talking about soul contracts, about things that you decide to do in the ether. So somebody here. Oh, okay. So somebody here has signed up for this lesson. Okay, that's how it works. We all come here to learn lessons and to evolve our spiritual self, our spiritual path. And someone here, I have it under reap what you sow and potential. Julie, oh, maybe someone named Julie. So someone here has signed up, has signed some kind of soul contract to be in this distortion of belief systems about their spirituality, to learn some kind of lesson. It's not about winning, but they're in some kind of competition that their soul signed up for because they need to learn a lesson about reaping what they sow. They need to learn this lesson so in the next life they can be highly blessed and favored, because in this life they chose some kind of spiritual path, but not for a new beginning in a positive way, but more because they're viewing it as a competition. And like I said, once you're
Moving closer.
thank you, spirit. Once you're in competition with something,
Deborah.
you are automatically in a dissension, because you being in competition with someone means that there has to be a winner and a loser. Okay, so this person, they could possibly be part of the mantids, I don't know, but I think this just mantis came out because they wanted me to dispel that about them. They're actually very loving, but this person needs a spirit bath because they have some kind of oh shit, this person could possibly have, their belief system could possibly be something that is a misunderstanding about some kind of spiritual belief, about possibly about mantids, or maybe about somebody who believes in mantids, something like that. This person has signed up for this, though. This is something that they signed up for, and now they're reaping what they sow because they were in competition about some kind of spiritual opportunity. They went up against someone who's highly blessed and favored. reach out to resources for help. Mm. This person could be too criticism. Yeah, this person could be overly critical about someone's spiritual beliefs. This is somebody who is very like, it's this, if you don't believe in what I believe, then what you believe is wrong, which is really just, I got to change how I talk to myself. Oh my god. Can you zoom
Sure.
in? What's the minimum? Spirit said
Love.
sure. Spirit said sure, and they love you. Aki, Spirit said they love you. If you want a personal reading and you need help from your own spirit team, I can connect you to them and give you a message from them to you. It's $20 for 20 minutes. You can email me at patientewithspirit@gmail. So this person doesn't want to reach out to resources for help because they believe that whatever they believe in spiritually is the only way that there can be, but they're reaping what they sow because they're in some kind of competition with somebody who has different spiritual beliefs than them, who's highly blessed and favored. And so it just goes to show that you can believe your spiritual beliefs and someone else can believe theirs, and they can both exist at the same time. This person doesn't
Corpses.
know. Fuck them.
Follow.
Spirits that fuck them. You need betrayal to create balance. You need betrayal to create balance. I told you this is some kind of soul contract. This person signed up to betray somebody who's highly blessed and favored, who they were in competition with because they needed to learn a soul lesson. They signed up to come into this incarnation to come up against someone highly blessed and favored with their own belief systems about spirituality, their refusal to reach out for help or resources for something they need help with because they can't admit to themselves that they're wrong because they're in competition with somebody who has different spiritual beliefs than them. This was all destined, okay? They needed to betray someone, and it's kind of like both ways. Like, whoever's highly blessed and favored needed this person to betray them or be in
Documents.
competition with them. Oh, Spirit said documents. Because this says sign a lease for apartment, and Spirit said modulate. So maybe not a lease for an apartment, but signed some kind of documents to betray somebody because they thought it was a competition. Hello from Australia. Hello, Royal King. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. Okay, so we have somebody who had distorted beliefs about spirituality, who needs to take a spirit bath because they have some kind of negative energy attachment or belief system that's holding them back. But this was all planned in the ethers before they came for them to learn some kind of lesson. They've actually betrayed somebody who's highly blessed and favored and may have signed some kind of documents betraying them when it comes to some kind of potential opportunity. Spirit, can you tell me more through this book? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you, Spirit. Can I have another clue? Initiations. Oh my god, I was just talking about initiations
Disagree.
with the okay, it's not going to be about that. Okay, well, I was just talking about initiations. So we'll see what Spirit wants to talk about in this representation. So this person wanted to trump someone similar to them. Someone probably maybe in the tarot community, someone who's possibly, it's something spiritual, some kind of spiritual opportunity. They saw a big moment and took that situation and tried to carry it off for their own significance along their own journey. Oh my god, they may have taken someone else's opportunity to make it their own. People never cease to amaze me, honestly. I just don't know how that, like, what does that even look like? Like, I don't know, you steal someone's mail or documents and then you see that it's an opportunity and what do you pretend to be them? Like, I don't understand. From Raul Telechupo. I send love to Spirit. Hope they're well. Oh, they love you. So, this person may have stolen someone's opportunity because they have potential, and they may have some kind of initiation or event that they're invited to to level them up, to that would have caused some kind of change, fundamental change. They're hit with a big whammy of life. Whammy! Because they were trying to model this hero's journey. This person who's highly fit. Union. Someone who's highly blessed and favored. Oh, Spirit just said union, and I just looked at the word marriage. So this could have been something they tried to. What? What is wrong with people? I don't know why anybody would do this, but I'm not judging it. This is just the story that Spirit wants us to get a higher perspective of. We're going to understand them at the end of this. This person wanted to steal this highly blessed and favored person's hero's journey because they didn't want them falling in love. They wanted them to be beyond heartbreak. They could have possibly wanted death for them, or death of their loved one, death of their marriage. They wanted a divorce for them. Now they're facing trial because they're experiencing a spiritual awakening that's shaking their foundation. Because Deborah, Spirit said Deborah again. That's twice. Someone named Deborah. So they thought they were initiated already, but now they're understanding with every fiber of their being that what they thought they knew about spirituality is completely changed because they can't go back to the person they were before. This life lesson where they tried to steal someone's blessings or tried to create some kind of heartbreak, they tried to like disrupt someone's journey, a hero's. Obediently, Spirit says, obediently.
Left leg.
They started off on a bad foot. So now they can't go back to what they were before. But I told you this person got some kind of initiation into their spiritual awakening. They're going through some kind of ego death because what they did to someone who's highly blessed and favored has now needing them to reach out to resources for help because every fiber of their being has changed and they can't go back.
Breathe.
Breathe. Yeah. So they're not sure who they are anymore, who their new self is because of the weight of the world on their shoulders. They need to take time to contemplate deeply. They need to study the concepts of spirituality because they're left with unanswered questions. They wanted to know what they could do to make them powerful and what the keys to unlock the universe were. Damn. And now that they have gotten to this level, now they're in a deeply personal experience that has them questioning why they did this to begin with. Wow. That's crazy. I told you this person did this because it was part of their soul contract. A soul contract is something you plan out ahead of time when you know you're about to incarnate. You know, these two people in the ethers before they incarnate was like, okay, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to betray you this way. And you're going to be highly blessed and favored. You're going to have divine protection. And when I do this to you, when I betray you this way, then the energy is going to come back to me because you're divinely protected. And I'm going to experience what I gave out so that way I can have a spiritual awakening. You know, something like that. So this was all planned ahead of time. Give me one more. That was fun. The Pilgrim.
Shoes.
The Pilgrim.
Cemetery.
So they had an outward journey that they never imagined would lead them to an inward journey. They were seeking, see, they did this in density form. This is, I was just talking about this in the beginning. In this person's dense form with their 3D mind, they did this act against somebody who's living in a 4D, 5D consciousness and Christ consciousness. And so they're two different consciousness. They're living on different realities, okay? This person wanted their belief system to be more powerful than this other person's because it was a competition. And so because they weren't able to see from a higher perspective that they were living in envy, jealousy, and competition, they took it upon themselves to act in that vibrational stance. And so they did low acting actions to a person highly blessed and favored about some kind of potential opportunity. They may have stolen their opportunity. It could be something with tarot, something like that. And
Wait and see.
they pretended to be them or something, some kind of copycat. Okay, they did something to mess up their hero's journey, mess up their marriage, a union, some kind of union. Okay, so, what it did is it set them on their own initiation for their own inward journey. Okay, now they're searching for meaning in their life, and they're having to go to the deepest regions of their spirit, and they're wondering when they'll ever settle down, and how are they going to claim a conventional life now, because they can't go back. They can't go backwards. Once you reach a certain level of ascension, you can't go back. There's no going back. You're just forward, okay? So now they understand that their heart belongs in motion, that they're not free, they're not expansive, they don't know how to grow. They have they have a lot of responsibilities that they are in a they need a logistic plan to, because they're stuck. They're basically stuck. Because that's what they wanted for this person. Because they were so stuck on their belief systems, they thought that this person, highly blessed and favored, was asleep, but it was really them who were asleep. They became the veiled. They thought they were unveiled, but they figured out that they were the ones who were veiled in a slumber of the day to day. It was them. Oh shit. Oh, they did this because they wanted a sense of adventure. They thought they thought that what they believed was their reality. Spirit said wrong, but they were wrong. They were wrong. Alright. What else? So what's going on with this person now? Now they have this attitude. They signed some kind of documents or stole some kind of opportunity that has to do with signing some kind of contractual agreement. And they're saying, fuck them. They have this attitude like they did nothing wrong. Like, oh, whatever, it's gonna be whatever. This person's too much, for real. So when did you realize that those tattoos were a mistake? Who said they were a mistake? Who said? That's an assumption you shouldn't make. Perseverance, challenge, endurance, resolution. Yeah, this person was so sure that what they believed in, no matter what challenges or obstacles got in their way, no matter how many times God kept telling them no, they kept persevering. They kept doing it. They said, fuck them. They were like, fuck them. I'm going to do whatever I want to do.
Group of us.
Group of us? Group of us. Said a group of us. They could have gotten a group together to come up against somebody to take their opportunities away because they were in competition with them. They viewed, if you go on an adventure, an endeavor to get something done, and you keep experiencing obstacles, you keep experiencing challenges, that's not an invitation to keep on going. That is your soul trying to tell you, no, this isn't vibrationally matching. You're not in vibrational resonance with what you keep trying to do. If you keep on trying to do it and you're experiencing challenges and you keep doing it anyway, that means it's not for you. So this person viewed it was backwards. This person, whatever their belief system is that they were operating in this competition, some kind of spiritual beliefs, they took the challenges and obstacles they kept experiencing as that they should keep doing it, that they're gonna persevere no matter what. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it right. you know so when things get hard, no, you shouldn't quit, but you have to ask yourself, if you have an endeavor that or an idea that you're working on, and every time you take a step forward you keep having setback after setback, or things never are easy, what is meant for you will always be easy. And if you come across a challenge or something that gets in the way, it's just because it's meant to change your direction towards something else, and even that challenge will be easy to overcome. But if you keep experiencing an obstacle after an obstacle and you have to work really hard to get out of it or to change it, and it's not fun, then it's not for you. That's not for you. No, it's no, that's a in my belief system, and from what my spirit guides tell me, anything you're a vibrational match for will be easy. It'll be easy. It'll be fun, it'll be easy. You will have very little resistance. So,
Tap on glass.
well, it depends. If it depends, of course we're here to learn lessons, but this person, they kept doing something over and over again because they were in a energy where they were in a competition. Okay, they were in an energy where they're like, well, I'm going to do this because I'm better than this person, and I'm going to show this person that I'm better than them at doing whatever this was, because what I believe is right and they're wrong. Well, that is no energy to do anything in, and they kept doing it and with that mindset over and over again. So spirit was sending them obstacles or resistance because that's not an intention you want to be operating in, or an energy. And so, but this person didn't understand that. They didn't see that. They viewed challenges and obstacles maybe the way you do, that that's the way life is, and I'm just going to keep persevering. But that's not true, because this is an abundant universe, and everything that you want has already been done. There's already a timeline where it's been done and it's been succeeded. And if you are matching that vibrationally, what you want, and it's meant for you, it will be easy. You will not receive challenges like this person is. It will, if you want to believe that life is hard and that's just the way life is, you can. You can. That's free will. It's a something you can totally experience. But on the other end, like we were saying, it's a choice. You can also believe. You can believe this is hell, or you can believe that life is heaven. So in every situation you're experiencing, whether it's negative or positive, there will be both, because they both exist at the same time. So if you're having a challenge and you say to yourself, well, that's the way life is hard, life's a challenge, I'm just going to keep going. Well, that's what you're going to keep experiencing, because that's what you're projecting. But if you experience a challenge and an obstacle over and over again, and you want to say to yourself, grace, you want to give yourself some grace, and you want to say, I keep trying to do this thing that doesn't seem to be working out for me. Maybe I should try something else. Well, that's when the universe will send you something else, because you just shifted your energy that will match that energy. But this person wasn't doing that. So it's all about energy, you guys. my my ex-wife was very easy. You got OnlyFans? No, I don't have OnlyFans. curse. See, I told you. This person was operating in hatred for somebody who's highly blessed and favored, somebody who did nothing to them. When you match that energy and this person's not matching your energy, it's two different vibrations. Highly blessed and favored means this person is a master manifestor. They're operating in a higher consciousness. They're choosing joy all the time. They're experiencing joy all the time. This person who is projecting out hatred is persevering in their hatred. They're saying, fuck them, I'm going to show them, I'm going to be better than them. And that's why they're having this problem right now.
Cigarette.
That's why they're having this problem right now. They were committed to this. They were committed to having hatred, to creating misfortune for somebody who's doing nothing to them. 45-45. Someone who's doing absolutely nothing to them, they kept projecting hatred, catastrophe for they stole some kind of opportunity from them. They were in competition with them. Something they signed, some kind of document or contract they signed, something that's binding. Now they're stuck in it. Now they're in a nightmare. I told you. Now they're in a nightmare because they're suffering now. And they want to apologize. They have a guilty conscience because they, like the book said, this was a psychic, spirit said psychic. This was a soul contract that was made in the ethers for them to learn this lesson, for them to reap what they sow. That's what they're doing. They projected all these negative outcomes for someone who's highly blessed and favored. Someone who's possibly psychic. So that's why they're getting this. That's why they're in this energy. I do not feel sorry for them. I'm going to do my hermit cards. What's this person thinking right now? What's this person thinking right now? How can we help? Be more selfish. Be more selfish. They were selfish, basically. They were very selfish. They thought that nobody else could be better than them at whatever it was they were doing. You make my heart full. I can't grab it. Confirmation. Oh my gosh. And before, okay, thank you, Spirit. Before, Spirit said union and the book said marriage. So this person they tried to curse your marriage or try to curse someone's marriage here. Someone who, they're in a nightmare now. They tried to make someone uncommitted to you. But this person, you make this person's heart full and they do anything for you. So whatever they did, it never worked because you're highly blessed and favored. So whatever they did, it didn't work. And now they're in regret because now their marriages aren't working, their relationships aren't working, now they're losing their opportunities. They're getting exactly what they sowed. They thought that they were better than you or something. I don't know why people have to think I have to be better than you. I have to be better at this than you are. Why can't you both be good at it and work together? Why can't two people be good at one thing? I don't understand competition. I'm the least competitive person in the whole world because I don't understand it. If we can both be good at something and work together and have fun, why does one of us have to be better than the other? When we're on two different completely levels, why does it have to matter, I don't know why. I really don't know. Spirit, what else? We'll do some tarot now. Spirit, how can we help? So this person was selfish.
Yes.
This person was selfish. They wanted people to think that this person who's highly blessed and favored was not that. that they were the ones who deserved the opportunities. They could have possibly. Oh, I cannot make it up. I can't. They're living in double energy. They're manipulative. They're codependent. They're toxic. But they think that they're right. They think that what they believe is more right than this person when it doesn't even matter. Uh, oh my gosh, the devil and the Hierophant in reverse. And I have curse here. Look at this. I have curse, devil, and Hierophant in reverse.
Too many to count.
Too many to count, Spirit says. That is not good. This is some kind of witch or something. Some kind of that. Oh my gosh. That's why that's their spiritual beliefs. They are so convinced that what they believe in and what they practice is better than being a good person, than being kind, than being hold on. Now there's justice. Justice is here. Because you can't do that. You absolutely cannot do that. What the hell did you think was going to happen? It's because whatever they were doing, they got away with. Okay, they for a long time, perhaps 8 to 11 years. This could have, the person that they cursed possibly could be 40. Um, they've been doing this for a long time. Okay, and they thought that they were so powerful. They thought that yeah, now they're gonna be like homeless or something. Someone's family, it could possibly involve someone's family. Oh my gosh. But this is what they wanted for this person. They couldn't stand that this person is highly blessed and favored, that they had potential, that they had opportunities. I mean, give me a break. Okay, so they tried to disrupt their Wheel of Fortune, but now their Wheel of Fortune is reversed because they were projecting curses out, hatred, and they were in a competition about spiritual beliefs. They stole this person's opportunities. Now they're experiencing some kind of rapid change because justice is here. It's being made right. The scales of justice are being balanced because this person tried to reverse someone's Wheel of Fortune and have them in poverty with financial loss. Oh my god, I can't. Their tower in reverse. They're trying to revert a disaster. Everything's going wrong for them. Every single thing's going wrong for this person, all because they were in competition about spiritual beliefs.
Habitants.
I ain't judging it, but what a waste of time. What a waste of focus. What a waste of energy. If this person had put all this energy into themselves and worrying about their goddamn selves instead of whoever this person is minding their own damn business, this wouldn't be happening to them. But this was contracted in the ethers. This is a soul contract for them to learn a lesson because they're reaping what they sow. Okay, and that's how it works. That's how it works. You come here to learn lessons, and you can choose to learn the lesson and to end the karmic cycle, which is the Wheel of Fortune, to end the karmic cycle, or you can choose to keep on operating in this energy and repeat the cycle. It's your choice. You have a choice. So this person, thinks they're so this person thinks they're so spiritual and they know everything about spirituality and yada yada yada, except they didn't know this. When you think that there's this job I worked at that this manager used to always say, and everybody would hate it when he said it, but I got it. He said, if you stay green and growing, then you'll always be learning new things. You'll never be done learning. You're never done learning. But if you think that you're ripe and you know everything, then as soon as you become ripe, you become rotten, because once you're ripe, the next step is to rot. And if you think that you're done learning at all just because you have knowledge of one particular thing or a lot of knowledge of one thing, then you limit the way that you can experience anything else. You create a limitation on yourself for learning anything else. This person thought they were so knowledgeable and wise about their spirituality that was possibly some kind of negative spiritual, some kind of dark magic or something, some kind of like witch or warlock. I don't know.
Incorrect.
Yeah, Spirit said that's incorrect, because just because you know a lot about one thing doesn't mean that there's not a whole shitload of other things to know about. This person was so arrogant and thinking that what they believed in was correct or better than this other person, and it had nothing to do with that. This person was put in their life for them to see that there's another way, that there's other ways of spirituality that are more abundant, more fruitful, more fulfilling, more long term. You know, when you operate in double energy, that's very short term. There's very short term. Just saying. So, how can this person be better than yesterday? Spirit, how can this person be better than yesterday? Long lost friend. Who was your first friend as far back as you can remember? Try to reconnect with them. Reconnect with your past. It will remind you how much you've grown. This could have been a friend of the family or some friend that became in competition with you. Someone who needs to reconnect with who they are, because the book said they forgot who they are. Doing all this bullshit against somebody who's in the upright made them forget who they are and why you guys became friends or why you guys were close. So they need to go back and remember what that was like before they got in this energy. Let it all out. Create a vent note for Google Doc. Anytime you feel overwhelmed or anxious, take 5 minutes and vent there. Venting is healthy. Let it all out. Instead of retaliating against this person who's in the upright and thinking that, oh, they think they're so good, they think they're better than me, well, watch this, I'm going to show them who's better than them. Instead of having that energy, they could have just wrote a note to themselves saying, I'm feeling very inadequate because my best friend or whoever, my family member, is doing better than me, and it's making me feel like I'm not successful or good enough. It's as simple as that. It doesn't mean it's true, it just means that's what you're feeling. And feelings come and go. They're just meant to teach you what you want and what you don't want. But it's not going to stay, and it doesn't mean that that's what you should operate out of. Okay? So, I'll do one more. No one's perfect. Yeah, exactamundo. Spirit always says perfectly imperfect, because you're an extension of perfect energy having a human experience, which is imperfect. And so you're already perfect in your natural state of non-physical energy. You're completely perfect. That's why we come here, to be imperfect. Because if we were perfect all the time, how would we learn anything? How would we know anything? How would we know what we want or don't want? If nothing bad ever happens to us, how can we choose? So think of one insecurity you have and speak it out loud. Get it all out of your head and speak it out loud. How can you address and overcome it? I'll share. Let me see. An insecurity I have. An insecurity I have is that people won't accept me, that I'm psychic, and that they'll think I'm lying and that I'm not telling the truth. That's an insecurity I have. And the way I overcome it is to just not care about what people think and to do what makes me feel good emotionally, and to come on here every day or close to every day and practice it, so that way I can be of service and use it to help people, because if I'm going to have it, I might as well use it. And that's my insecurity. I love you guys so much. I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.
River.